Kabla. And how we doing, bird? You just woke up. Alright, I've been trying to figure out, ramble an idea through my head now. And too much wild sex or something, I don't know. Beats me, bird. You're just overworking yourself. Alright, here's a little idea. I don't know how well this is going to work, but I wanted to see, you know how you're showing your game live and stuff, how you're building and things? You know, your little city? Hopefully you can still hear me. I don't know. This is like going crazy on me, but everything's still showing that I'm reading and stuff. So, hi, Joni. So, what I was thinking about doing was I was going to show you a kind of comparison between what I've been doing on my game. You know, people are tired of me, yeah, I don't know. You're not first, Thomas. Sorry, you're third. Yeah, the stupid stream started using an old title. I'll change that when I upload this thing or whatever, but right now I'm just trying something out as an experiment. Alright, Thomas, you can be first. Even though there's a whole bunch of things up here that says that everybody was talking before you, you can be first, Thomas. Thomas Potts is always first. But anyway, what I was going to do was, Bird does his game live on playing. No, Joni, I don't think I'm cold. It's just using the dang old title from last week's stream when it was 33 below freaking zero. I'll change that in a minute. I wanted to show my game that I'm playing. I'm kind of going to give you a view of it before I started messing with it, and then after I got done. So I'm running two different characters here, and of course I won't be able to see what you guys are saying during it, so I'll have to pause it momentarily at points. I think I'll show what this town looks like before I messed with it at all. Pause it, read your comments, come back, answer questions, whatever, and then I will log into the second account that I've been spending all the time on building up the settlement. Leisure Suit Larry. I don't even know what you're talking about. But anyway, let's get to it. I'm going to go. Now, hopefully this picks up right, because, you know, this thing's all weird. So I got to click it over to desktop and then go to the game and load. Yes, I want to load the exit save of Mr. Fuckface. Yes, I named him Mr. Fuckface. And you know, it takes a little bit for this to load up because this is a game. And then I load up so I can hear my own self echoing. Yeah. Let's just turn that down. Alright, we're Mr. Fuckface right now. We're kind of running around here. Now, this is what the settlement looks like. Well, this is actually a misrepresentation. I'm using a mod from a female lady that makes mods that clears up the settlements, and her name's Jen Cave. Actually, most of these buildings here are like half of them are completely destroyed, not even here. But it takes hours to clean up this place. Even before you put the mod in, it'd take you a couple hours to clean up this place. So I guess I'll turn this around. A little laggy running all this at once, but there's a little vault place up on top of that hill that you hide out when the nuclear bombs drop and everything else. You get frozen, you come out 210 years later, and well, at this point I am finding this. So I'm running around here. Yeah, this thing takes quite a bit trying to stream live and play. But all these buildings, you see the houses are still here sort of, but there's lots of holes in them and such. So I have no settlers. There is a robot up here that was my robot before I was frozen 210 years ago, and yes, he still works, and if I go up to him, he'll start this big long dialogue with me and call me Mr. Fuckface and everything else, and I'm trying to avoid him right now. But this is basically what I started off with, was this. Buildings with big holes in the wall. Let me see, I come over here and I had to clear out some little critters. You know, I opened up the door and there's a giant roach in here. Giant roach. And they will attack me. That's a big ass roach. So I'll just shoot him, get him out of the way. Got rid of that roach. Anyway, you get the idea of what I've started off with. Okay? And we will quit this right now. Yeah, it's telling me I failed. So let me see if I can read the comments now. Alright, so that is what I started off with. Now I will log into the character that I've been spending the last day or so on, and I will show you what I have done with it. And so far it looks like poor neighborhood after bird of prey's disaster. Yeah, it kind of looks like one of those that bird of prey has destroyed with a fire or a flood. At least there's no sinkholes, no meteors, none of that. But now I will go back and load up the game with the work done. Well, for the most part. Because I want to load Miss Orgasmo. Yes, I've had some weird-ass names for these. Now, I exited out by the bridge. I'm going to show what it looks like now after I've done some work and try to explain. Weapons and creatures can be delivered. 4 different types of weapons. Oh, that tickles, mommy. Hit me. Damn it, I need a medic and better call the coroner. Yeah, this is another mod I added that gives funny little dialogues on the loading screen, so I don't have to see the same boring ones over and over about talking about what a weapon is or what the creature is. It actually gives me some kind of sarcastic comment. The ultimate instrument of silly death. Yes. Well, gee, I could be the silliest one of them all. I could be Bullwinkle. Bullwinkle, the moose that runs around the Fallout 4 universe. Well, anyway, we're back, and now I am in, yeah, I'm a female in this one. Kind of like an outlaw type with big tits. Yeah. Anyway, let's get out of that view so Mr. Thomas Potts won't be drooling at my character. Alright, I'm coming up over the bridge into Sanctuary now. And as you can see, there is a wall around this place. Yes, I went around and installed a wall completely around my settlement, because in Fallout 4 you get attacked by creatures, you get attacked by raiders, you've got all kinds of people coming in trying to steal everything and kill you. I even had to put in this water treatment plant for clean water, and well, they would come in and destroy that too, so I built the wall all the way around that. Not figuring out how in the heck am I supposed to get in there to repair it, but hey, I can build a ladder and climb down. What the hell? But anyway, I even put the Sanctuary Hills sign on top of the wall up here, so when you walk up and at night you can notice there's lights on it. At night you can read the sign. So I came in here and I had to put in these beams. I didn't have to, the platform would stand up, but hey, you want to make it look as realistic as possible. Let's put some beams in there to make it look like it's actually holding that up. And there's my silly Codsworth robot again. Yeah, Codsworth, get out of here. And yes, you'll see I actually have some settlers. You can get up here and walk along this walkway, patrolling the front area. And these little mats, when I get more settlers, I can assign people to them as guards. So we come down and see there's a little guard post here, and we got this little whiner here. He is a whiner, Zheng Long. Now all he does is whine all the time. I've got the sound turned down because I don't need a copyright strike or anything else, because music plays and everything else. We don't really need the music right now. But I put these little light posts in here. I even built this house to put into this empty section for like people that comes in for traders and stuff. I haven't really outfitted it much yet with stuff, but there are a few beds so the traders can come in, lay down, take a nap, do whatever they want. Come out the back door. Here's the wall. Come down the steps. A little side gate because some of the traders from my other communities love to walk the back roads or something. So I put a little guard post here and got some little rocket launcher turrets guarding the area, so if any of the creatures show up, it'll blast them. And as you can see, the holes are filled on these walls. I had to go around to each building and place panels to cover up all the holes to seal in these buildings again. Yeah, June, go on your little walk there. Go patrol the area like a good little boy. He's got a wife here. You don't even want to talk to her because she's stuck up as hell. And I have a cow. You're trying to think here. It's a two-headed cow. Yeah, the radiation's kind of done things to the animals over the last 200 years. So this is what you eat for meat. A cow. Yeah. And he's eating out of a bathtub. So, as I continued the wall down along here, boy, this is just so stuttery and stuff while I'm streaming. Anyway, I built this little dock, and I put down this little, now none of this was here at all, but I put down this little boat here, build up some stairs. I've got a little fish cleaning station up here, so somebody comes out here and cleans fish. More food. Of course, there's wild creatures that run all over the place, so I had to put some weapons in down here and make everything. Codsworth, you're creeping me out. And so I continued to wall in my settlement all the way around. Made another back entrance over here because, you know, I don't like just going out one entrance. I gotta have multiple entrances. Oh, that didn't sound right. No, but another little guard post, because there is a spawning area where raiders will spawn up here to try to attack, so I kind of heavily fortify the areas. And we come up here, and June Long's finally over here. Then I built a graveyard. Yeah, I'm a little bit morbid. See, I haven't fixed all the buildings yet. There's some that I still haven't, but I only have like 7 people running around my settlement at this point, so there's no use of having to fill in all the buildings yet. But I built a little graveyard to remember some of those that died when the bombs fell. Yeah, I'm morbid. There's even a guy over here. Now, Jen Cave that made this mod that cleaned up Sanctuary, she put in here this dude dead by a rock. I'm just going to leave him there. I am. And there's Codsworth again. Get the hell out of here, you creepy robot. But then we shoot over here. The wall still continues. You know, I should have named myself Trump. I built a hell of a wall. I did. And of course, here I am fixing. You're probably trying to figure out how I did all this. Well, if I click this little button here, this little screen pops up. It tells me I have 23 beds. My happiness is up to 79. I have 828 defense out of 990. Lots of power, water. But I can click through this. Oh, this is going to be really laggy with the stream running. But I can build things. Let me see here. Well, that's miscellaneous wood structures. Anyway, here's little prefab buildings. Now these are just bare bone little things out of wood that you could build. And you spin them around and you add more walls to them if you wanted to. Or I could like throw up this little shack somewhere. Put some beds in it. But I wanted to be fancy with this whole place. So I went to another mod that I loaded. Snappy Builds. And I'm not done building here either. But this takes place around the Boston area. So I could actually build things with pieces like this if I wanted. I'm saving this for another location in the game. I'm going to build up a whole town with this sort of stuff. I just didn't want to do it with the sanctuary kits. But you can build like a church. You can high tech, which I'm not sure how high tech it would be because basically all these models of the game is an alternate timeline where even though it was 2077 when the bombs dropped, everything still looked like the 1950s. Yeah. But anyway, you get an idea of what that was. Get back out of that. Alright, now I come around here and I put in this little recycling center where I can put stuff in and it'll grind it down to its base components to where I have concrete, metal, screws, everything I need to build. There's my dog meat. Yeah, dog meat. Can't change his name, that's his base set game name, but that's dog meat. I put the little bandana and the goggles on him. I can take him out with me if I want when I'm doing my quest. Got this little thing. Now this is kind of funny. You can place certain items down to make more happiness in your game, and if you climb up on it like this, you get to do this goofy thing and get an agility bonus. It's really funny because there's this little old lady that is in my settlement. She's supposed to be like in her 70s or something. She'll get on that thing and just start spinning like crazy. Totally weird. But then, remember where we came in originally when I showed that little path? Well, here it is now. And I got one of the settlers guarding the back post. Yep. She's got her armor on. She's got the gun with her. She's looking all tough. I was trying to get her to stand up here on this damn posting and watch over the gate here, but she just refuses to get up here. Because right over here some raiders will come in. But that is what the game is so far. Maybe I will run outside real quick and go see if I can find something to shoot. I don't know. Hold on. I'm going to check comments. See if everybody's ragging on me or what. Alright, I'm checking comments. No, Thomas, it's not his first city on the edge of forever. And I'm not a hippie. It's just you have to break down the stuff to be able to continue to build more. So I just found a little mod to where I could throw it in the damn recycling thing and it broke it down for me. No, this is not Fallout 76. This is Fallout 4, so I don't have other real people playing. It's just me, and the rest of them are NPCs in this game. It's Fallout 4. It takes the bombs dropped 2077, destroyed the planet, everything else. Then I come back, unfroze 210 years later, and I am trying to rebuild the entire Boston area. Trying to get everybody grouped together, trying to get all these little settlements to form a coalition called the Minutemen, so then we can protect ourselves from super mutants, synths that are basically robots, crap like that. This would basically be the city on the edge after a nuclear war, like Bird said. You're probably thinking to yourself, that don't look like a hard game to do or anything else. But all of what I've just been showing, what I've repaired with the walls, putting beds in, and everything else, and I know that was a fake retracted comment, Thomas. All that took me 3.5 hours just to get that much done. And that's one little settlement. I know it's not as exciting as Bird's game, and it's not as much fun, but it's what I'm working with. Yes, I read your last comment, and it was quick everyone comment before that because, well, your last comment was a retracted comment because that's what you typed. Here, please read my next comment. Well, let's go to we're going to go out here. I have a second settlement I was kind of sort of working on, but I haven't got too far on it yet. There's a little gas station just outside the little settlement here that I can make a second settlement on. So it's called the Red Rocket. Of course, see, I haven't built all the walls yet or anything, but I do have my front entrance, and I have buses as walls for each side of it. Little campfire. Got my little sitting area. Oh, somebody's using a... There's one dude in this settlement right now, and he appears to be weightlifting. Yeah, he thinks he's a stud. Oh, yep. Caught you. Caught you, you goof. Not doing any work around here. You're just screwing off. I see how it is. Alright, so we're going down here. We're going to try to find something to kill. Something. This is my Gauss gun. Does big damage. It will blow shit up. Well, it doesn't blow shit up. It will kill shit really, really quickly. Hey, look, a poor bird. Boom. Oops, I killed a bird. It doesn't really do nothing for you, though, but I just had to do it. Alright, so apparently these raiders haven't come back since the last time I killed them. But I can blow this truck up. I shot it once. It's on fire. Oh, that was a wimpy little boom. The hell? It's probably waiting for me to walk up on it and then it'll blow my ass backwards. There it goes. Ha ha. Oop. There's the hood. Yeah, see, the last dude I killed still laying out here naked in his underwear. The hell? There's got to be something around here I can kill. Something. Anything. Hell, give me one of them two-headed deer. I'll shoot them. And actually, this is another mod that turns everything looking green and grass and trees and stuff. You know, because the original game, everything's basically dead. Now I'm thinking, you look at places like Chernobyl. There's plenty of damn shit growing all around that. So, after 200 years... Oh, yeah, there we go. I got people shooting at me now. Hold on. You really think? I'm going to blow your damn head off. Oh, he's got mole rats attacking him too. Oh no, it's a big scorpion. Oh shit. Yeah, there goes your head. And now I have to deal with this rad scorpion. And of course Codsworth goes right after it. That's a big scorpion. And the scorpion is dead. Got anything? I want your bottle caps because bottle caps is used for currency in this game. Fusion cell I want. I don't need shotgun shells, but I'll take the shotgun, and that's all I need out of you. But yeah, that was a big scorpion. I'm going to go up here to where I know nothing will really attack me because I have drug dealers up here selling chems. And then I have an old lady inside trying to sell everything else. Now I'm trying to play a good guy on this run through. Normally I would have just killed him and killed her. But I'm trying to be a diplomat and bring all sides together. And this is her kid that was hooked on the chems, and yeah. I can't take nothing in here because it shows up red. That'd be stealing. Then they'd start shooting at me, and that's not a good thing. But that is what I've been playing. I don't have the mod in there, Sim Settlements, right now because, well, unfortunately, even though it's great, Sim Settlements, King Gath does the mod. It's just like, it's like a cross between Sim City and The Sims. Yeah, I tried doing that on this one, and it was still playing the music, and I just didn't want to take a chance. I'm going to do some test runs later with it and see if I can still have the sound effects, so you can hear all the explosions. You can hear the annoying chatter from the people, because like that robot will come up and call me Miss Fuckface. Excuse me, Miss Fuckface. But back to the Sim Settlements. With that one, I was playing it for a while, but I found that my computer just won't do those super heavy graphics. They won't do the super heavy graphics. So once it starts building up the cities, because you'll have choices where you can assign your settlers to a commercial zone, an industrial zone, a residential zone, and then there is basically a zone for parks, and then a zone for security things. And each settler go to that little plot and start building something. And there's 3 different levels to it. So first it'll be really junky looking, and then by the time it gets done, it could be like a little mobile trailer with a spotlight on the top or spinning thing or something, and everything looks really fancy by the 3rd one. But I found that with my computer, since it's not one of those high-end game computers, that the game has a tendency of crashing in settlements that get built up a little too much. I'm still worried about, as much as I'm building now with the older type items that naturally come with the game, I'm waiting to see how far I can push it until it decides it wants to crash. And then that means I have to go back in and delete a couple of things and not overbuild it. But right now I've got it up to where on another game I've been able to have like 20 settlers in there with everybody having their own place. Or I could do like I'm doing now and having like the houses with like 5 or 6 beds each, where they all live together but they have their own jobs. I can get about 35 settlers in it. But there are people online that play this game that get 60 people running around a settlement, which is pretty insane and crazy because you don't really need that many in it. But that would be my game. That is what I have going for me when I'm not out working on the farm and shit. And because I won't get to play this much tomorrow because I have to run out, load some soybeans, get back from that, do my radio show, and then, oh wait a minute, there's something I can do. Let's quit the game. Alright, now I will give a second tutorial. Or not really a tutorial, but I will show you what I use to broadcast the music with. This would be my plane studio. This is right here what I use. Basically what I do is I would go over here to my musical shortcuts, which have all kinds of music in it. I mean, all kinds of music. And that's not even the bulk of my music. This is just what I use mostly. I have other files that have even more music than that. And I will, depending upon what show I'm doing, I'll have some shows made up. Like this was for Tuesday night. I have music in there like this. And I will go to well, let's clear this out. Let's just make it simple here. Let's clear that out. Alright. So, what happens is I will go make up a file out of that music of what I want to do for a show tonight, for that. Then I'll go over here and find said show and add it to my library. which I can slide it right on over here because this is my query. Then I will take it and put some songs in an order where I want them. What do I want to play, when, how, what, wherever, how much, and why. Then all I do is I'll put my first song up here. Go through and I'll throw a second song up here just for the hell of it. And then I will hit. Now I'm not actually going to do this because another DJ is online right now, so it wouldn't be nice of me to try to bump them off air. But I would highlight that and hit the play button. There, I am automatically streaming live on air. And then I would just hit a song real quick, start playing. Have my microphone turned on here, and when I am doing a show and it gets between two songs, or because I have it on automatic, so after I hit play on the first one and I'm streaming, the songs will just keep popping up to the left and the right to deck 1 and deck 2, and the music will just fade out and fade right into the next one, just like a regular radio station. And if I want to talk, I can either push this button right here, and as you can see the little line numbers here up on the top in the encoder area, you can see the sound. That's me talking. That would be me talking live on air to everyone that's tuned in. But I'm holding that mic button right now with my little icon over mic live, because then I can just unlet it go and it's done. Or I could hit the lock tuck, and then I could just sit back and enjoy life and not really do a thing and just keep talking until I got tired of it and just boop. And that is basically all I have to do while doing a radio show. So that's it. The most hard part of it is deciding what I want to play for the day and what I'm doing, and if I want to do some random jokes or something throughout the show, making it up on the fly. And that is all to that. Not real hard work. And no, I'm not going to hit the button. I'm not hitting the button and going on air and knocking the other DJ off. That would not be nice. I'm mean and evil as it is enough. Trademark, hit the button. Somebody probably already has. So that is basically what I do on the computer. I either do this with you guys, watching one of your live streams or watching the replay of a live stream. I do my radio shows, or I play my game. That's it. My exciting life. I've got notifications. Mecca and Trek Yards. Sure, Trek Yards went live the same time right after I did. Sure, Foley. Turd. Anyway, I'm sure Bird's going to do a live stream soon, so I'm going to get the hell off here and let him have his fun. And I will probably go back and continue to work on my settlements and try to build them up more and make them more impressive. Because I can't really think of anything else to talk about. Not today. There's all the mods I got in my game now. That's a hell of a lot of mods. And some of it's just to make the settlers work harder. Yeah, you think you're a hard one. I make them work harder. I make them so they don't lollygag around and... I even have a transporter system in my game where I can beam from one location to another. But the only problem is it only works in 12 settlements. So I got to space them out to far distances. But Kapla, yeah, better do a stream or Thomas is voting AT. So you have competition because I am doing third party. There's the bunny, third party candidate. I'll be Ross Perot. Definitely Ross Perot. Yeah, definitely Ross Perot. No, it's not a piglet. But I'm out of here. Good night, folks. This short little live stream was brought to you by the Pink Bunny. And if you liked it, like it. You know, you can go to Discord, all that other stuff. If you feel generous, throw me a buck. I don't care. No, you don't have to throw me a buck. I'm not shilling for the cash. I'm not big enough for that. But find me some more subscribers. Yeah, that's what you can do. Find me some more subscribers. Share me around and introduce people to the odd one. DJ Odyssey. I am out of here.